heading out to Dollar Tree on this gorgeous day because we are in search of some new fabric styles. I love crafting with these. They come pretty much every season, but they have some staple designs, and recently I found some really good ones, especially like neutrals that you can use every season. And we're gonna start with this bunny. Now, this one was leftover in my stash from last year's Easter finds, and so I'm just gonna use it for this one. We're gonna remove the beads, we're gonna remove the tail, we're gonna remove the Happy Easter. We're gonna give this a whole new look. You're not even going to recognize it. All right, so I'm gonna use my heating tool here. Very carefully remove the Happy Easter. I was not positive. I wasn't just gonna like break it in half, but let me tell you, it came out so good and I was so happy because we're going to reuse it for the last craft and I can't wait to show you. All right, so we're going to put that to the side. Now I'm just going to remove any excess paper that kind of lifted, and then I'm going to use my electric sander and we're just going to sand everything smooth, remove the sheen, and just kind of get it roughed up. You know what I mean? Then we're going to dust it really, really well because we are going to attach new fabric. I'm going to use Mod Podge, and yes, this is an insane amount of Mod Podge. I went way too overboard, so I'm going to try my best to kind of like, yeah, reuse it. Anyway, so we're going to spread it out, and then we're going to put it to the side. We're going to let it dry. We're going to do the iron-on technique. I know I've used this many times, but I have some new followers, so if you are new here, what I like to do is basically add a nice layer of Mod Podge, let it completely dry, and then you're going to take an iron, a little mini iron, or an iron I think could work, but I've never used a real iron before. And then you're going to iron it, and I'll show you here. So we're just going to clean this up because it was such a mess. And then we are going to iron the fabric. Now, this fabric is newer to me, and I bought several rolls. We're going to iron it out just a little bit so it's nice and smooth. I also found these little bunny kind of garland. This was last year, and I had several left over. We're going to reuse it as a bunny tail. So we're going to remove one of the bunnies, and then we're going to remove the ears and the ribbon, and we're just going to leave it the way it is. I did this last year as well, and it worked really well, so I'm going to do it again this year. So again, removing the ears, and we're going to put everything to the side because the Mod Podge is dry. I'm going to put the fabric right over it, and we're going to use parchment paper, and now we're going to iron it. So the heat from the iron is going to activate the glue, and it's going to attach the fabric. That being said, for this one, a little bit on the edges was not attaching. I'm not sure why. So I did have to reinforce with hot glue, and I'll show you that here in just a minute. I'm going to use my X-Acto knife. It works if it's really sharp. If it's a new blade, it's going to go through very easily. And I'm just going to get it as close as possible to the edges and remove all the excess fabric. So this is when I start noticing that the edges kind of lift up a little bit. Not everywhere, but in some spots. Maybe I didn't add enough glue. I don't know. Nonetheless, I'm just going to add a little bit of hot glue and seal it up. That's it. Very, very easy. All right, so once everything is nicely attached, now I want to add a rope all around it. Now, you don't have to do that. You can leave it just like this, but I am going to add nautical rope in the natural tone from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to do it about maybe 1/4 of an inch from the edge. I want to leave a little bit of the edge exposed. So I'm going to go all the way around, adding hot glue and then the rope, and then we're going to meet it together in the neck area. And I figured that would be the best spot to have the seam because we're going to add some florals and things, and it'll cover it up. All right, so now I'm going to take antiquing wax, and I'm just going to antique and distress the edges. Again, optional. You don't have to do this. I like it because it adds a nice kind of frame, contrast. I just like it. So anyways, we're going to do that all around. And I want to take this ribbon that is actually from the Christmas collection that I had. I found it at Hobby Lobby. It has a nice kind of muted metallic gold. Gorgeous. I'm going to make a very simple bow, scrunch it in the middle, and pair it with one of this beige ribbon. And I'm going to do the same thing. Loop it like an awareness ribbon, scrunch it in the middle, and place it on top of the other one. We're going to tie it everything in the center with jute string. You can also use more ribbon if you want, and cut off the excess. I'm going to hot glue it in the center where the neck is. And again, it's just going to cover that little area where the rope meets. I did dovetail cut the ends of the ribbons. That way it looks nice and finished. Here's a little bunny tail that we're going to hot glue right there. And then I'm going to take some of these wired little garlands that you can find at Dollar Tree every so often, although I haven't seen it in a while. I'm going to cut 2 pieces that are about 12 inches long, and then we're going to wrap it around a pencil just to give it a nice curl, and then we're going to add one on each side with a little hot glue, just kind of maybe dangling down, and then adding them on each side just really complements everything. It just brings everything together. It's gorgeous. All right, we're going to add some antiquing wax to the ears. This is just to add a little bit more details in the top. Just dry brushing it just here and there just gives it that nice bunny look. I want to add greenery. I contemplated leaving it as it was, but I wanted to add greenery. So I'm going to add a couple. These are from Dollar Tree on each side, and then a couple small ones to the top. And then in the center of the bow, to finish it all, we're going to add a neutral tone button. I think it's so cute. We're going to add jewelry to the back using hot glue and masking tape. That way we can hang it. And I use both because it just adds a nice stability and strong hold. And I got to tell you, this is stunning. Can you believe how this bunny started? It was cute, but it had a lot of pastels, pinks, Love this style, but what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we are going to head to the canvas section. They have tons of sizes and styles, and it does not matter which one you choose. I had this one on hand. It's a 8x10 and it's flat. We're going to remove the plastic, and we're going to dry brush some of this Sandstone by Waverly chalk paint. Love using this one. It has a beautiful, beautiful beige tone. Again, a dry brushing just basically means adding a little bit of paint on the brush and just brushing it, leaving it nice and distressed and setting it to the side to dry. We're going to take some more of that same fabric from earlier. We are going to cut up ears. So we're going to cut them together. So I folded the fabric in half. That way both ears are going to have the same size and shape. Once we have the board nice and dry, we are going to place them like little bunny ears. And we're going to start hot gluing it section by section because we're going to stuff them with some pillow stuffing. So we're going to start at the bottom, make sure that's attached, and then add hot glue just to one side of the ear, attach that well, add some pillow stuffing right inside, and then we're going to seal it up and close it on the other side. This is going to make it look 3D, and trust me, it's going to look so much better in the end. It's one of those things where you just have to trust the process. But anyways, we're going to do the same thing with the other ear. All right, so now that both ears are attached, we are going to line the ears using this thin ribbon. And we're just going to do that all around with a little bit of hot glue. And I'm using my finger protector because it helps. And this is just going to make it look nice and finished. That way it doesn't look like fabric, it's just cut. It just makes it look nice and finished. And we're going to add one more layer later on, and I'll show you that here in just a few. So we're just going to touch it, cutting off the excess, and we're going to do the same thing to the other one. All right, so we're going to add some greenery to the bottom. This is going to make everything look so much better. Greenery to each side, and then some kind of light green flowers in the center. We're going to keep it neutral, but this is when you can add whatever you want. Pinks, purples, yellows, whatever you want. We're going to add this last one here, and then we're going to take antiquing wax, and we're going to distress and antique all the edges. Now, you can add a little bit or as much as you want. I kind of went more than normal, but I kind of liked it. So we're just going to keep adding, and then whatever I had left on my brush, we're going to brush it around the ears just to darken up that ribbon that we added and bring everything together. All right, so now we need something to hang it with. So we're going to do the faux knot technique, and we're just going to make a knot, cut off the excess from the top and the bottom, and hot glue it in each corner. This is going to make it look like it's hanging from the knots, but it's not. We're going to add more rope to the back by adding a little hot glue like we did earlier, and we're also going to tape it so that it does not fray. And it works really well, and it makes it look like it's hanging from the knots. How adorable is this? Such a beautiful, again, one of those things where you just have to trust the process and it comes together beautifully. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we are going to take some of these Easter eggs, wooden ornaments that you can find during the Easter season. Love that they come 10 in a pack. They even bring the little jute strings, but we're not going to use it for this one. For this project, we are going to use 4 of them, although you can do 2, 3, 6, and all 10 of them. It does not matter. We're going to add a layer of Mod Podge like we did earlier, and we are going to put them to the side. Now, you want to add not a thin layer, not too thick, just nice and medium, just to cover the entire egg. And then once covered, again, put it to the side, let it fully dry. We're going to use different fabrics for this one. We're going to use the one we used earlier, this leftover one from Hobby Lobby, this pair of jeans that was my daughter's, and this Dollar Tree fabric from other seasons that I've had left over. We're going to iron them to make sure they're nice and flat, or at least as much as possible. And then we're going to be nice and ready to apply them onto the eggs. Same thing we did earlier. We're just going to add one at a time, and I completely forgot to add the parchment paper, but hey, it worked and we survived, so it's okay. All right, we are going to keep ironing them, one fabric per one egg. And I think these colors, oh, those are very different. Somehow they complement each other, and I like it. All right, so we're going to attach the last one, and then like we did earlier with a nice sharp X-Acto knife, we are going to cut off the excess from around the eggs. For this one, we are going to add another layer of Mod Podge on top of the fabric, and it's going to look crazy, but once it dries clear. So this is just going to make it nice and hardened. And for this one, for some reason, I didn't have to add any hot glue on the edges, so it worked. We're going to antique the edges, make it nice and distressed, and we're going to do it on all of them. I'm just going to add a little bit of the antiquing wax onto a little tiny rag and then distress the edges on the eggs. You can do whatever else you want. You can add greenery, flowers, you can drill a hole on them or whatever you want. I'm just going to make very simple bows using jute string, and we are going to apply them to the top. And I purposely am going to leave the ends, like the strings long, okay? You can cut them as short as you want. Kind of like the way they looked, dangling and kind of long like that. So I did the same thing to all of them, and that's it. Such a fun set you can create. Again, you can make these where you can hang them, or you can just make them to display them. It doesn't matter. I think they're gorgeous. I love the different fabrics, but what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to take the leftover Happy Easter from the first project, and we're going to paint it in this beautiful bright yellow by Waverly chalk paint. I'm going to use a sponge, like a wedge sponge. It works really well. And now we're going to put it to the side to dry. We're going to take this fabric from Dollar Tree. It has a beautiful buffalo check style. Remove the sticker, of course, and then we want to iron it because it's a little wrinkly. We don't have to do the whole thing, but we do have to do most of it. Then we're going to take this thrifted embroidery hoop that I used during the Christmas season for another wreath. Now, I purposely make sure that everything I added for Christmas was removable so that I can use it for other seasons like now. I opened it up and I'm going to place the fabric upside down because you're going to see why. And once I attached it, I'm just going to tighten the little knob, and then we're going to flip it back to the front, and we're going to cut off the excess fabric, leaving about an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch of the fabric exposed. I want this to look like this. You can do it the natural way, right? Where you have the fabric kind of like over it. But I wanted it to be like this because I really want to see that embroidery hoop inside. Once it's been cut, I'm going to take the little iron. We're just going to flatten out those edges so they kind of lay flat and not upwards. Now we're going to attach that Happy Easter little sign with a little hot glue on the, the right side. And then we're going to make a little swag using greenery and florals from Dollar Tree. So we're going to start placing different pieces going both ways, each side, joining them in the center with jute string. So I'm just going to roll it around until it's secured and then hot glue it to each other so that the string doesn't come apart. Then I'm kind of folding it in a circular motion just to kind of fit it right there on the left side. I'm going to poke a hole using a screwdriver, and then we're going to thread jute string through that little hole. And this is how we're going to attach the florals because, again, I don't want to mess with the embroidery hoop. I don't want to glue anything to it. I want to be able to use it for other seasons. I'm going to keep adding just different colorful ones. Now, I know I've done a lot of neutrals in this video, but I wanted to add color to this one. So we're going to add some of these dangling little pink ones. I don't know what they're called. We're going to add one on each end and also hot glue them so that they stay exactly where I want them to stay. And then we're going to add pinks flowers to the center and yellows because we want the yellow to pop and really complement the happy Easter on the other side. I think it's gorgeous. All right, so now we're going to add the last piece here. Now, all the florals are to one side, so it's going to be heavy on that side. So we want to put the string to hang it on this side. And I'm going to be honest with you, I had to move it several times. I could not get it figured out, but I got it figured out to make sure that it's going to hang nice and straight. Look how gorgeous this looks. Oh my gosh, the pops of colors, the buffalo check, the embroidery hoop, everything. Gorgeous. Love it. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. I have another video here for you with tons more of Dollar Tree DIY crafts inspiration. Check it out. I'll see you later and have a blessed day.